This is episode 2. This is about when the demoted girlfriend turned side chick, which I didn't know about at the time, actually added me on Facebook randomly for no reason. Let's just jump right in. Hello, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in to Shanae's Law. It is F-Boy February here on the channel. If you haven't already seen the debut of this series on this channel, please go ahead and click this one first. I kind of made reference to this particular video in the initial one, which is titled "The Girlfriend's Best Friend Warned Me About Him," and one of the side chicks slashed the tires. True story. All of these are true stories. So let's move on to the next F-Boy story, the F-Boy Tales, if you will. This actually occurred before part 1. This is the first major F-Boy encounter I've ever had in my life. This one happened when I was in high school. So I want to go ahead and talk about this one because this is kind of the setup of how I survived my first F-Boy. I thought y'all would like this one. This one's gonna be a little long. So y'all, let me tell you something about people. If you know you don't have a lot of time and you see in a corner of that square, if it says like 25 minutes, 30 minutes, don't click on it and complain if you can't sit through a 30-minute series. Now you watch your favorite TV shows. If you can sit through Scandal for 40 to 45 minutes, you can sit through an F-Boy tale. Okay, let's jump in. So in high school, I met this guy. Let's call him William. I was a recipient of several scholarships. It was senior awards day. And I got a ton of scholarships, a ton of awards, a lot of accolades, things of that sort. And so I was up on stage a lot and I was valedictorian. I had a lot of good things going on for me at that time. I was, like the ideal exemplary student. I was in several programs. I was just that girl. You understand what I'm saying? I was all that. I was all that, a bag of chips. I was all that. Anyway, so I remember I took a calculus class with this guy. We were cool. He was an all right type of guy. And I didn't know that this guy that kept staring at me the whole time was his brother until after the awards. We had like a little refreshment banquet in the cafeteria. And he just kept staring at me. He looked older. He looked like he was in college or out of college. And it got kind of creepy after a while. It was like, who's this old ass man? Anyway, I avoided eye contact. I ain't look at him. But eventually, through classes, it's going to be a lot, y'all. I got notes. Bear with me. Listen, you got to hit the highlights, right? So over the course of the next couple of weeks, I was getting messages through his little brother. He was telling me, yeah, that's my brother. He thinks you're cute. He want to holler at you. I'm like, I'm okay. It wasn't out then, but I would have said I'm good, love, and joy. But, we didn't have that beautiful phrase just yet. But he kept trying. And then one day after school, because my mom would pick me up and drop me off. So one day I was waiting on my mom to pick me up after school. I was with a couple of my friends on the porch. And this girl came up. And she was like, hey, your name is, Shanae? They call me my first government name. I want to tell y'all my government name. Anyway, your name's Shanae? I'm like, yeah. It's like, my brother, see him over there? He crazy about you. He been asking about you for weeks. You come talk to him. I'm like, no. So, I already said no. First of all, let's talk about this. When a dude really wants you, he comes to get you. It ain't no coming. I don't walk over to dudes. I'm not saying I'll never will, but it depends on the situation. If he's staring at me, he needs to come get me. Now, if I see him, he don't see me, I might be seen. That's when you sashay up to the peripheral. But you don't just, he looking at you and you don't come. No, I don't do that. So I was like, no. And she was like, come on. Like, she was a sweet girl. But I'm like, girl, no. Your brother been creepily watching me for weeks. I'm not going over there. And so luckily my mom pulled up in the nick of time and she rescued me. And I could hear them clamoring conversations like, oh yeah, it is her mom. I seen her at the wards a couple weeks ago, la la la. I got in and I didn't think none of it. But he did not stop. Oh my gosh. I felt bad for his brother because every day he was just, my brother, my brother. I'm like, you're a very good brother. You're very loyal because I would have been told him, leave that girl alone. And so I just, eventually I gave in because I thought, well, he's persistent. Let's just see what's going on. A couple conversations can't hurt at this point. In hindsight, I don't know why his brother just didn't try to keep me to himself. But anyway, that's another story. So we eventually had a couple conversations on the phone. They were not intriguing. They were not stellar. They were not stimulating. I was like, this dude is just, I don't know. This ain't it. This ain't the work of the Lord. But eventually it got a little bit better. He explained that he had just got back from Iraq. He was over there for 2 years. You know, he's only been in the city for like a month or so. He's trying to get back acclimated into regular living, things of that sort. And so I was like, okay, that made me a little bit more understanding. I'm thinking, oh my goodness, maybe he got PST. You know, maybe he over there, maybe he done killed a few people. He got a body, you know, he got some bodies on him. He don't know how to sleep at night. That made me a little bit more understanding. I was like, okay, I'll be a little bit nicer. So he asked me out. And then eventually I agreed. Eventually, I'm booked and busy, y'all. I'm valedictorian. I'm here. I'm there. I'm booked. And Nicki Minaj said it was really important to tell dudes that you busy and you have to check your itinerary. She used to tell us things like that. So I told him that. And anyway, we finally went out, and it was awful. I gotta tell you, them first few hours was god awful. I remember I got all pretty, which ain't that hard because girl, get your damn self some props. Anyway, I got pretty, which ain't that hard. And then he came up in that big old white Buick that he said his granddad left him. And we went out, we ended up at the park. We were eating. It was a nice, beautiful day. But the conversation, y'all, this is my thing. I'm an intellectual. I'm a Gemini. If you can't stimulate me here, you ain't getting nowhere. If you a boring, lame, no conversation, no mind of your own, it ain't going nowhere. And it was awful. I'm looking at my, I'm about to, I don't feel well. Listen, I'm about to hit him with the, I got cramps. I got to go home. I'm about to try to go home. And then something happened. He had cracked a joke and we just started laughing, and it spent the whole night around. And we just, maybe he was nervous. I don't know. But it spent the whole night around and we started getting along and we ended up having a really great time. We ended up going to the mall. He's all excited about me, which is a good and bad thing because I'm not a sports fish. Like the Steve Harvey books say, I'm not a trophy. But I ain't gonna lie, y'all, he treated me like one. And we went to the mall. He showed me off this cousin. My friend, we'll just call her C because we're not friends no more. She was working at the mall as well. And so she saw us. Turns out the cousin that he showed me off to was someone she had a crush on. That's another story. Anyway, so we just had a good night. We were all over the place, and he asked me out, and he knew I had won some gift cards to a mall on the other side of town, and he asked me, "Do you want to see me tomorrow? I can take you to that mall, and we can spend the day." And I said yes. So he picked me up the next day, and we hung out the entire day. Now this is where things present Shanae would have had a problem with. So we went to that mall, and I used up my gift cards and everything. We had a good time. He took me out to lunch. But when we were in the mall, he saw a girl and he kind of ducked down by the fountain. It was kind of like one of these. Like he wasn't trying to be seen. This fool ducked down by the fountain. And I'm like, well, what's up with that? Son, you owe somebody some money? He's like, nah, I should talk to her. I'm like, what did you do to her? Damn. Is she trying to kill you? Why you ducking and dodging? And that was a sign. But I called it out. He was like, he used to be a trash dude. He was a scumbag. But that was his younger years. Duly noted that in my younger years, I was a trash dude. I was trifling. I was, this, that, and the third. Anyway, so after that, I remember we had lunch. And then he's just like, I can't wait for everybody to meet you. I can't wait for everybody to meet you. So this fool takes me over to his, his mom somewhere, another flag. She was somewhere with the stepdaddy. We're in a parking lot, and he was like, I'm about to take her over to G Mama house. Apparently G Mama is grandmama. And yeah, because if G Mama don't like, I'm thinking, this is the second date. What you mean? Oh, y'all, first of all, don't talk to like I'm not here. Don't be having conversations around me like I'm not around. And they're talking about, G Mama don't like her, this, that, and the third. I'm thinking, hell, what if I don't like him? You worried about G Mama? I ain't trying to meet all these people anyway. But we end up going over there. I met the whole damn family. Uncles, aunties, grandmas. He's bragging about me. She's the valedictorian. She got all her scholarships. You know, she about to graduate in a couple of weeks. You know, and I'm thinking, are you really excited about me, or is it just a good look for you because you've come home and you're like a military man? And I thought about that too, because it was like, this is too much, and everybody's giving him props. You did good, son. She's beautiful and she's smart. She gonna hold you down. And I'm thinking, tell them that we just really met yesterday. Are you gonna tell them that? Like, this is new. This is brand new. Okay, this is not even a honeymoon stage. This is preparing to go on a honeymoon stage. This is very, very new. And I kept in mind. But from there, we had a string of dates. I actually went to my senior prom with somebody else. There's a video about that. I'll connect that up here. It's called my super lit senior prom. Had a good time with him, and yeah. And so, but yeah, I was seeing him. You know, my prom date didn't step up, y'all. He didn't step up like he wanted to be my man. So I had, this one right here was harassing his brother to harass me. But anyway, we had a string of dates. We went everywhere. I remember on my birthday, he took me to the aquarium. Basically, like, we just had a good time. We would go on a string of dates. We would be out all hours of the day and night. This was like my first adult, interaction, the first adult relationship. We were out all the time. We were out all the restaurants. We'd be at the park. We'd be at the movie theater, museums, and the aquarium. That lets me know he does listen to me and he thinks differently than me. Because dudes don't really take you to no aquariums and no museums and no, they don't do all that. They don't want to try rock climbing. They don't want no culture. They just want movies and chilies. They don't really do nothing like that. But we did different things. I remember on his birthday, I treated him to a picnic in the park. I had bought him like school supplies and things, because now that he was home from Iraq, he was going to school to the same college with me. Yeah, I overdid it, and I don't overdo it no more. Anyway, but yeah, we were out all the time. I remember he went to my graduation rehearsals, my graduation speech rehearsals with me. He had lunch with me after I graduated. He was at my graduation. Like, he was there all the time. When I had to do all those scholarship press runs, he was there. We spent a lot of time together, and we had a really good time. And my family knew him, and even though he was older, and my mom threatened him with her life. I love my mama. My mama will go in on him because she knew. Shout out to my mom. My mama always let these dudes have it. That's where I get my savage from. Anyway, but yeah, she definitely threatened him and kept him lying and told her, don't be doing nothing wrong to my daughter. But I'm just saying, we had a good time. We had a good bond. We went everywhere. It was, first it was all good. And then it started to get a little different. Now, I had been hearing whispers of the clingy ex that couldn't let go. Let's call her side chick. Basically, they had broken up 2 years prior because he went to the military. He was, getting stationed over there. And so they didn't want to do long distance. But what would happen is, when he was on leaves and holidays from the military, he would see her and they would smash. So she was his little something something for the home pass, if you know what I mean. So in her mind, I guess she didn't really think that they were broken up. But the family, everybody, that nobody really brought her up around me. Everybody knew it was just me. So, I mean, I had heard about her. I had been heard about her. And people knew her all of a sudden. I mean, and I would hear, oh, such and such. That's William's ex. I don't care about his ex. I'm his current. That got to do with me. Wasn't that 2 years ago? Anyway, so now over time, now we had a good time. We meet places, but that was some pressure. I'm not trying to be around your family like this. I remember one time he just pulled up and said we were about to go somewhere. Then he made a stop at some random house unbeknownst to me. And then some kids ran out. And he's like, these are my little cousins. I love my little cousins. I don't get to see them no more. And I'm thinking, well, damn, why couldn't you just spend time with your cousins without me? I don't care. I have stuff to do too. Like, I carved this out to spend time with you. Mind you, y'all, listen, has it been a month yet? Has it been a month? Why you got, I ain't trying to see all these people. You people can say what they want. He can say what he wants. The ex can say, the family, listen, I'm not rushing into nothing. I'm getting to know you. I'm getting to know you. If you don't like it, you can kiss my ass. And it's big enough for a whole family to do so. Point is this, kids ran out. I'm just disgusted. I'm like, bruh, if you want to spend time with your little cousins, do that. I don't got to be here for that. I'm not trying to be responsible for no kids. I didn't ask to babysit today. We ended up taking them to the park and everything. And I'm like, I'm not even 18 yet. Like, I ain't trying to be. Anyway, so that happened. Then there was another instance where he picked me up. We were supposed to go see some movie. And then he stopped by to go get his cousin, another cousin. And I'm thinking, wait a minute, what we doing? Where we going? What's going on? I don't like surprise. I told you that. Oh, my mama said, okay, here's another thing. My mama said, well, another red flag, to take him and his little girl, take him and his girl. I don't double date. I'm trying to get to know you. I ain't finna do no damn double dates. So we end up going to pick him up and going all the way to another hood to go pick up his girl. And then this is when some flaws start coming out, and his little cousin in the backseat, he rolling up. And this boy promised me he don't smoke no more. He don't do none of that. He's in the military. He got to stay clean. And this fool, the little cousin, peer pressured the fool while he's driving. And as we were passing the exit to my house, and I told him, if you puff that, you need to go and hit this exit. He puffed it and kept going. Now, this is the thing. That pissed me off so much. So you just gonna smoke this weed in this car with me and these random ass people I don't know? I'm not going to jail. I got stuff to lose. You see what I'm saying? I don't. You do too. You're in the military, but no, I'm not about to go to jail over this. Weed is not legal in Tennessee yet. I don't think. No, it's not. Weed is not legal in Tennessee. I'm not finna get in trouble for this. So it was a big thing. I did not enjoy a movie. When we were going to the movie theater, that was a dude that had a huge crush on me that worked at the kiosk in front of the movie theater. I should have. It was on my mind. I should have told William I was going to the bathroom and went to him because he was about to get off and just do the, could you please take me home? I should have did that. I should have been a savage. And now these days, listen, today is different than yesteryear. Anyway, I did not enjoy the movie. I don't remember what movie it was. I just remember when he was taking me home, the car was still rolling. As soon as we got out by my mailbox, car still rolling. I opened the door and just walked on out while the car was rolling. I was that damn pissed. He parks the car, runs after me. He gets cursed out. I'm one of the best cursor outs in the world. He got cursed out, door slammed, and I broke up with him. So we didn't talk for a while. A lot of begging, a lot of pleading, a lot of flowers. I was like, I'm gonna give him one more chance. It took a lot. He worked for it. He worked for it, y'all. If you ever, I'll cut you long, short, deep, and wide. I'm just playing. Did I say? I probably did say that. That was some threats made. Yeah, it was. Because you ain't finna get me caught up in that. I said no. Anyway, now let's go on to some more of these flaws. Let's talk more about these flaws and these true colors. Because the representative must have got tired trying to keep up to my high standards. So, aside from these surprises and these family gatherings and this bullshit, like anybody got time for that? You were too grown to be doing this. And so let's talk about his mama and how much of a mama's boy he was. Nice lady, but she was extremely nosy. She was always in everybody's business, knew everything about everybody. And this woman worked. She was a working married woman, but knew everything about everybody. So they had a very strange relationship. I understand he was the oldest and it was just them for a while, but it was questionably creepy because I'm the oldest. My mother was a teen mom and we have a really great relationship. We're kind of like sisters, but I know she my mama. Like it ain't never been to a point where I think she my best friend and not my mama. But with them, it was kind of like, that's not your man, right? But this is new. It ain't my place to say it. This is new. I don't know them like that. I just know that she was everywhere and she was extremely involved in the decision making. So let's get into this. I got to set the frame up for y'all. So, lots of notes, bear with me. Now, it was a very uncomfortable and strange relationship with his mother. She was always popping up at various places that we would frequent. She knew all of my business, no matter how big or small. It was a problem. It was a problem. Let's talk about some of these instances. But there would be a time where we would be having lunch at Zaxby's or something, and she just pop up, and I'm thinking, "Oh, mom," and I'm like, "Okay, just be nice, just be nice. This is mom, girl, be nice. You might get some dirt out of her, be nice." So, I would sit and I have conversations with her. He'd go here, we've washed our hands, we're at the table. It's nothing. Most moms love me. So I remember the one of the first ones was, "So, how was your dentist appointment this morning?" Excuse me? Well, William said you had a dentist appointment. And I'm like, "Okay, yeah, it was good. It was good. Thanks for asking." Now, at first, I was like, "Damn." But then I was like, "Wait a minute. What? Maybe it was innocently and casually stated in conversation. What if she asked this and he was going to see me today? And then he said, 'Oh, yeah, I'm going to see you after the dentist appointment.'" That could have happened. But this happened too much. It became every time she would just pop up somewhere, y'all, at the damn Barnes and Noble, at here. I'm like, "That's more telling her where we at. He got to be telling her. They set me up. This ain't no coincidences like this in the world." Then she be asking questions like, "Did your mama go get your transcript? Why does your mama know that my mama had to go? Leave my mama out of it. My mama ain't got nothing to do with this. Did she get your transcript?" And stuff like, "How was you and your little brother's physical?" It was too much. I'm like, "Damn, do you tell her everything? Were you telling her any sinful and lustful thoughts that you had about me when you very first saw me at my school? Did you tell her that? Did you tell her that?" Like, if she knew everything. And listen, and that was a sign right there, because in hindsight, I knew it wasn't going to work out. Largely due to his mother's overbearing nature and heavy involvement in his life. I'm not gonna listen, I couldn't fall in love with somebody like that whose mother just controls everything. Because when I get a man and I settle down, I'm gonna be the woman of my household. And I'm not gonna have any other woman interfering with my household, my marriage, or my parenting. It'll all be for me. I will be the queen of that castle. And dad, y'all, it was too much. I felt uncomfortable. I felt like I was a third party in more ways than one, but we won't get that. And another thing that kind of just really set me off, because he was about to get a new phone plan, a new phone and a new phone plan. So we had been having those conversations, and he asked me to help him. He enlisted me to, assist in the process. I agreed. When I was out, I had even got a few brochures. So one night we spent about 5, 6 hours. Like, he didn't go home till 1 in the morning. We're out here looking at megapixels and cameras and gigabytes and storage space. He decides on Sprint. Okay, that's covered. Now we got to focus on the phone type, the phone he wants, and the plan. Anywhere minutes, anytime minutes, things of that sort, right? So we tell y'all, we done spent hours. Phones is dead, Wi-Fi done gave up. We've done all this, right? So the next day he tells me, "I'm gonna pick you up. We'll go get my new phone and everything like that. Then we'll go to lunch." So we get in the car. Everything's good, y'all. Because at this time he is doing Army reserves. So this was like a Friday, because with the reserves, he was going to be doing it on the weekend, but he was still looking for another job. And during that, we went, but we passed the Sprint store. I'm like, yo, you just passed Sprint. What's good? It's like, oh, I spoke to my mama, and I'm going to go to Verizon. So let me get this straight. You waste all my time, energy, and effort to help you get a new phone and a new plan, all for your mama to come around here and tell you to go to Verizon with just a simple word. She spent less than a minute in this. I've invested. And now, just because mama said so, we're going to Verizon. Mind you, he was not on her family plan. He was not on her family plan. This was a totally standalone decision for a totally standalone adult. He was supposed to make the choice. But all it took was for her to say that, and that's it. That's it. Well, what am I here for? So this is my thing. What you don't do is drag others to assist you in certain things, and ultimately for your mother to dictate the final decision. That just disgusted me. Is that all it takes for her to come in and just trump it out? You know what I mean? And in hindsight, that was very selfish, rude, and inconsiderate of him. Why even have me go through all that if you was just gonna do what your mama said? This man's like 22 years old. He's allowing his mama to trump his own decisions, tell him what to do, when, where, and how. Just basically determine all of his life choices. So I lost some respect all the way along there. And out of guilt, I want to go home after that. Y'all like this is it's building up. It's building up, y'all. It's building up. I don't know how much more of this I can take. This is something else. You put me in on stuff that I don't need to be a part of. It's getting too much. And so out of guilt, he's like, let me still just take you to lunch, because you've been there for me. You've been so supportive. Let me just take you to lunch. So we go to lunch. We go to Olive Garden. Guess who's at the Olive Garden? His mama. She's at the Olive Garden. So, how's your new phone? And I'm over here, y'all. I'm over here I want to whoop everybody's ass at this point. You didn't tell me she gonna be at the Olive Garden. You didn't tell me about this phone. I'm about to just lose it. I'm really about to lose it because y'all on some other stuff. This is some other stuff. This is some psycho stuff. This is, I can't. This ain't the work of the Lord. I can't do it. And and I remember after that he was trying to get a job, and he took me somewhere to drop off application or something of the sort. And I remember the man came back out and he was like, "Oh, well, it looks great, young man. I'll tell you what. I'm going to give you a call about what day you can start and what time. But I'm not going to hold you. I'm going to let you and your young pregnant wife here get ahead and go get something to eat. It looks like the little one's hungry." Now, this all occurred because while the man went back into the room to go grab some papers, he seen William rubbing my stomach. Now, no, I was not pregnant. No, we were not married. I'm hyperglycemic. I have low blood sugar. And my stomach was growling. So what he doesn't know was William was out there making fun of me. He was getting up on me about that weird noise my stomach made. He was making fun of me. This wasn't a pet of affection. He was making fun of me. And gave him a job because you thought he was pregnant and married. Anyway, yeah, I helped get him that job accidentally. So now he's working and he's in the reserves. So over time, he became slightly a little bit distant. Not to the point of I know something going on, but something could be going on. But then again, I didn't care. I know he worked. I know he was going to school. He was preparing for school. He was working and he had reserves. I know that schedule's getting a little bit fuller. And reserves is, I believe, at least once or twice a month. It's not every weekend, but he did have to do it. I get it. So I kept busy. I had things to do. I wasn't fretting too much. But when things started to change, when he would cancel certain things every now and then, I documented. I'm a poet. I write a lot of poetry. And back then I used to keep a diary. So I was journaling things and my feelings and what was going on and how I'm not feeling like I used to feel, how I really don't, I'm not in such awe anymore. The glamour is gone and I just don't feel like things is really, really going well. And I remember I had a friend, I confided a little bit. I don't really tell people about my problems because I don't trust folks. And after these stories, after all the F-Boy Chronicles is done, you will see why I don't trust folks. But anyway, I remember telling her, like, hey, something. She's like, yeah, because I noticed that I'm hearing from you more. You're at home more. You're not out every day with him no more. Y'all, you're home on weekends a little bit more. And I said, yeah. And she's like, well, at least you have a boyfriend. And I told her, listen, a relationship is worthless if it's one-sided. Words to live by. So I documented. I kept notes. A woman's intuition kicks in no matter how young you are. You know when something's wrong. Your gut doesn't lie. Thank God for Facebook. Now, Facebook lets you know when people like and comment on photos. So there was this one specific day he lied and said he had to help his mama clean out the garage. Now, that's a believable lie. How he helped his mama behind. That's a believable lie. However, that Facebook alerted me of this and I saw a photo. He was liking and commenting. The clingy ex that can't let go, right? Can't let go, right? He's liking photos. Or he comments on a photo that says, quote, I can't believe You took this sitting in my car. It took everything in me not to pounce on you. Exclamation point, emoji, emoji. And I knew it looked familiar. I could tell she was in the driver's seat of the car, not just any point. She was in the driver's seat of the actual car. And this started to like had my wheels turning. So I'm thinking, oh, hmm. So when I saw the picture that he liked and commented on, it was 2 days ago that he said he had to have his mammy cleaned out the garage. Then I also noticed that my pictures are gone off of his dashboard. He has some photos of me, all of my senior pictures, the cap and gown, the drape, they're gone. And do you want to know why what I said, so where are my pictures at? He's like, oh, I had to move them because they were messing with my speedometer. Listen, that lie took me out. He said those photos of me were messing with his speedometer on his dashboard. Now I let that lie. I knew it was a lie, but I let that go. I got bigger fish to fry. I'm building cases. So then he said, the garage thing. He slips out that he was with her playing basketball. So I'm thinking, oh, so we spending time with exes now? Is that what we do? We spend time with exes? So every dude that wanted me while I chose you, and every ex that's coming back, I'm gonna start letting them come see me. Maybe I want to go play the basketball. Maybe I want to be out here. Celtics, maybe I want to be out here. Maybe I want to be doing a few alley hoops. And he got mad. He wanted to pick an argument like, no, no, no. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Because in your words, she's a clingy ex that won't let go. In your words, she got a box of her stuff still sitting over your house that you should have thrown away. Because your mammy could have went and brought it to her. How nosy she is and how heavily involved in your life she is. She could have brought that girl that stuff. She could have mailed it to her. Y'all could have threw it away. Because if y'all truly been broken up over 2 years, why does she even have stuff over your mama house? It's on your mama house. It ain't your house. And it's bottles of old, half-used Bath and Body Works spray, stuff like that. That could have got thrown away. She could replace. She should have got it when you moved to, when you left for Iraq. That's her fault. That seemed like a reason to come back around to me. So it was that. And again, I'm still hearing whispers of the side chick with my name in her mouth. I don't know what the issue is. And I remember he told me a story of his mother letting her in his room when he got out of the shower, because apparently he had a bathroom in his room. As soon as you walk in the house, y'all, his room was like right here, and he did have his own bathroom. I believe it's because he was one of the few bedrooms on the first floor. So you walk in, you make this right. His is right here. So. And I'm looking at somebody lying. First of all, what type of mama who knows her child is in the shower lets a female in there? Especially if she ain't trying to have no grandkids. And what kind of woman does that knowing your son has a new girlfriend that you claim to like so much, lets his ex in there? But as a woman, period, and as a parent, why would you let some girl in there at all under your house, under your roof, possibly trying to do hanky-panky? No. Somebody lying. All of them had me effed up. All of them had me effed up. So all of this is building up. I'm getting fed up. We're about to go to school. School is starting soon. I'm at the mall. I'm preparing. I'm getting attention. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Like, the amount of attention that I get from these dudes, and I'm already unhappy. I did good. I ducked and dodged it, I accepted some friend requests now. You got to stay prepared. I wasn't telling them no to friend requests. I wasn't giving a number on them. I was a good girl. So one fateful day in August, I get a friend request. Guess who that friend request is? It is the demoted, downgraded girlfriend turned side chick. She's added me on Facebook. And I hit her DM. I accepted and I hit her in the DM. Because if you bold enough to add me on Facebook, after what I'm hearing about you, if you that bold, come on, get your roll on. So I hit her up. So I'm like, yo, are you the infamous such and such? She replies, she says, yes. And I said, then maybe we need to talk. Because apparently you like saying my name to everybody else. Why don't you say it to me? So we went back and forth in the DMs for a while, and she was telling me this and that, and we messaged for a couple of days, and then we ended up getting on the phone. So we talked for like a week or two, talking about William, lies, sharing stories, this, that, and the third. And I only entertained this because I needed answers. I thought maybe her being a girl, I was going to get her the benefit of the doubt. I wanted to know what he was telling her, what was in her head, what was going on. Like, what is he telling you? Is, because, dudes lie. I was trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. I tried to give her the benefit of the doubt. I really did. I'm like, you leaving boxes over his mama house. Like, is this his? I mean, come on, that's a red flag. He got a girl. You knew y'all weren't a couple. He only has sex with you when he's home from leave. You knew this. Then he told you he had a girlfriend. So why are you still around? Why are you calling him when I'm out with him 1, 2 in the morning at the park or at the movie? Why are you calling him that late? Those are booty call hours. Why are you calling him that late? And he was my first, la la la. I'm thinking, bitch, I don't care about that being your first. You're disrespectful. You're disrespectful at this point. So we had that conversation, and it was really for me to put the pieces to the puzzle together, because this is the thing. I need to know what's going on. This is going to be a teachable moment for me. I'm already mentally checking out. I've already watched the infamous Tiffany Pollard, aka New York. I've seen Flavor of Love. I've seen I Love New York. I've picked up some mind tricks and some games that I'm about to play mentally with her. I'm about to never conceal my intentions. I'm about to play it all the way through. I'm not about to let her outshine the master, like the good Bible says. So, I entertain it. But I didn't even have to do a lot of work. Do you know why I didn't have to do a lot of work? She told me everything. She told me everything. She had diarrhea of the mouth. I had to do nothing, y'all. She just told me everything. All her personal business issues with her daddy. Nobody believing in her. Her going to school in Alabama. She didn't want to tell William she was going to school because all he does is brag about me and my scholastic achievement. She told me everything about her. Then she's complaining to me, talking about all he does is talk about me. All he does is brag about me, how beautiful I am, how smart I am, how funny I am, how we're goofy Geminis that had the best time of our lives, how lit it is, how fun it is, how amazing I am, how he's made such a great choice by being with me. And I'm thinking, well, why are you complaining about a man telling you how much he loves his woman? Well, we were younger, but still, like, you know what this was, side chick? You know what this was? How you gonna complain about a boy bragging about his girlfriend? Ain't that why he with her? He like her? Okay, let me stop. Woosah. Anyway, so after that, now keep in mind, we ain't friends. I have a mission, okay? I have a mission. I'm a businesswoman. I plan all the way through. I look at it from every angle, and I know I'm about to leave, but I'm about to get everything I need out of this before I go. So I needed intel. She wanted revenge. She's talking about how he's ignoring her for me. She did confirm that they broke up, and they were still having sex when he was in the military, things like that, which doesn't count, because if you accepted that, that's your fault. Then she went on to tell me, basically she was trying to tell me these things to hurt me. She felt like I took something from her. I'm an obstacle at this point. She ain't taking it out on him. She's taking it out on me. So I know deep down she was secretly hoping that I would leave him so that would, he'd take her back or something like that. Oh, listen, she didn't have to worry about all that. I don't care if he took her back full time, because she won't go be rocking chinchilla coats if I let him go, pent out the house on the coast if I let him go. Yes, she gonna profit everything I taught if I let him go, but at this point I don't care. I'm about to let him go. Now, I ask her, how can you be happy being with somebody on a late night tip? Because you don't get a lot of time from him, and he ain't spending no money on you. He's spending that money on me. So you see him between 2 to 5, possibly. I know he loves breakfast food. I know you're seeing him. You're not really seeing a lot of him. You're seeing him at night. You're having sex. You might go to the IHOP. You might go to the Waffle House, but you're not really getting anything out of this. Why are you even around? Why are you allowing yourself to be subjected to this? And she talking about she love him and this, that, and the third, and she can't get away from him. And this is the thing. I know she was trying to hurt me. She wasn't telling me these things to prepare me, to warn me, woman to woman. I know she wasn't. She was trying to hurt me. She was trying to kick me out. But unbeknownst to her, I had been building cases on both of these motherfuckers for like 3 months now. Everything. I documented everything. Everything. Posts, text messages. And they're stupid. I had the passcode to his phone. Like, come on. I got electronic and physical copy on y'all. You understand what I'm saying? Electronic and physical copy. Do you not know? Do you not? Why would you F with the valedictorian from the projects? That's street sense, common sense, book sense. Why? So I know she ain't doing none of this to help me out. And, I was placing times and dates and instances of views away and line them up with social media accounts. Like, I'm on it. And, she trying to build herself up by putting me down, saying he complains about me all the time. I don't want to be around his family. She ain't got a problem being around his family. He's family oriented. She's used to it. The family knows her. The family loves her. I'm thinking, well, hold, that didn't save you the first time. And then she's like, he complains about, this is the thing. So in one breath, you say he complains about me all the time. In the next breath, you say he's bragging about me too much. Well, I'm his woman. He can never brag about me too much. But this is the thing. I don't understand how she did not understand. How could somebody accept to be downgraded like this? You are now second choice. How can someone who chose to accept to be in a downgraded position complain about being put second? Because she's the only one I know about. He could have had more. He said he was a recovering elf boy. He said he was a recovering trash dude. Remember? He said he was recovering. That was a lie. The lie that the test determined, that was a lie. Okay? So but that's covered. So, but how you gonna complain about being on the side? You played your position. You chose it. You could have walked away. You chose not to. You don't want to let him go. And basically, I don't understand why she was being stupid. He was playing mind games with her. Yeah, he's bragging to you. He's telling you how amazing I am, how wonderful I am, to let you know you will never be the one he really wants. He's saying that to tell you, I don't want you, but then he'll complain about me when he's horny. He wants to have sex with you. He's going to complain to get that from you. I don't know why she didn't see that. I saw it. Because you just said he brags about you all the time, la la la. But then he complaining, but don't you screw him every time he complains? She never answered that for me. She never. Then she did tell me that, of course, I didn't conceal none of my intentions. I let her do most of the talking. I kept my stuff basic in general. We did talk about school and stuff a little bit, but I never told her nothing about me like that. Now, hell no. I had a plan. She even told him, we were talking. She told him that we were texting, and no, we didn't really text no more. We were just talking on the phone. She was just telling him, I'm like, why would you tell him that? Of course you're going to tell him that. But yeah, and then when he told me about it, he was like, yeah. She told me y'all be talking. Y'all ain't got nothing in common but me. I'm like, something in common? What we got in common about you, Will? What you want to tell me, William? Now, I know we are from Usher's hometown, so if there are some confessions that you want to fold out from me, come on. If you got to tell it, you got to tell it all. Because I damn near died when I got that phone call and that ad. When I got that ad, and then when I DM'd her, come on. What you want to tell me? What you want to tell me? Come on, get your Usher on. He didn't tell me nothing. So I'm like, come on, don't you want to be the hero? Don't you want to beat her to the punch? Because, I'm effing with him now. I'm like, don't you want to beat her to the punch? Don't you want to tell me what you know? Don't you want to tell me before she tell me? He's ducking and dodging. So I'm about halfway done my investigation, and, she's telling me everything. I'm almost there. So I'm entertaining it just a little bit longer because I'm amazed by this logic at this point. You want to complain and treat me like I'm Dr. Phil. You complaining to the main chick about how life sucks as a side chick. So I play into it. I'm like, and how does that make you feel? Have you ever expressed those emotions? Like, I'm really doing that, y'all. It was great. I have to tell you, it was great. But through it all, she really made herself look like a fool while she was trying to hurt me. I know she wanted him back, but this is the thing. That ain't the way to do it. And after my investigation was complete and I was sick of it all, I blocked her number. I blocked her Facebook. Eventually, William and I, we parted ways that September. He called me up while I was in Wendy's. And he was like, no, I'm not going to do this over the phone. I'm like, just hurry up. I've been waiting on this for weeks. Like, I was already gone. So I cared not. I had already spotted something up in the DM and let him know I'm single. So yeah, he tried to come back that New Year's Eve though, y'all. He was still hitting me up, still texting, talking crazy a lot. He was doing a lot, and he had filled that girl. Basically he was really trying to use me to make her super jealous or let her know he didn't really want her like that. He'll smash, but he don't like her. He told this girl we was gonna put out a mixtape and everything. Like, bruh, you didn't even tell me that. But overall, I just think it was pretty trash. I don't appreciate them bringing me into their broken, childish, emotionally immature, toxic situation. They sex situationship. I don't want to be in that type of a toxic situationship slash sexual arrangement agreement, which resulted in an unwarranted love triangle. I don't appreciate that. I don't want to be involved in that. And they should have figured that out way before either one of them tried to move on and did whatever. But so, what happened to these two after that? Okay, I'll tell you a little something. I know this video's, I'm tired of talking. I know this video long, but real quick, present day. So after all of that, right? Over the years, he has a bad habit of creating a new Facebook. He'll find me and add me. Back then, I used to cuss him out and respond. Luckily, I haven't heard from him over the last few years, and I do think it's because I changed my name on Facebook. I should have did that a long time ago. It keeps people from finding you. Anyway, so we ended up, of course, the Facebook thing attempts, but he ended up working at the same place I worked at, and he was abusing company property. I feel like he was abusing company property because he was IMing me. Hey, how you doing? I miss you. La, la, la. You look great. I love your hair. Like, he would just be messaging me, and I was getting tired of that. And so I just, eventually, I didn't know how to handle it anyway. I ain't trying to get in trouble. I ain't trying to get fired over you. I am in personal stuff over the like, I know people watching. So it was months of that. And eventually I was like, you know what? Maybe you should meet up with him. Maybe now he'll tell you everything you wanted to know. You got side chick story. You know what I'm saying? Her file is sealed. Maybe we need to go ahead and get his sealed and signed, sealed, and delivered and move on to the next case. So I agreed. We met up at Panera Bread, and he told me everything. He admitted he had been cheating with her. He said it's because he wanted it all. He was young, dumb, stupid. He wanted all the women he could get. He made a lot of bad choices. He claimed it was just with her. And y'all ready for this? So I remember in one of those Facebook messages I ignored prior to us meeting at Panera, I seen him at one of my brother's graduations holding a baby. Now the baby looked old enough to be conceived during our relationship, but I wasn't pregnant. But looking at this baby that May, mind you, we fell off in September. He tried to come back in December. He holding a baby that May. That was his baby. So he confirmed he has a daughter and it's by side chick. But at this point, this is years later, I know that he's married and he got like 5 kids. That ain't shocking. 5 or 6 kids. I think he had one on the way. Point is this. I know he always said he wanted a bunch of kids. He wanted like 10 kids. He wanted to name them Jardine and Cleophas and these horrible ass names that this how I knew he wasn't going to be my forever. I ain't having all them kids and I'm not naming my baby no fucked up names like that. Anyway, so he just broke it on down thinking, wow, she did all that just to become a baby mama. Because he ended up with her. He got multiple kids. He probably has a whole basketball team. I actually found the messages because I know I was shooting this video. I went in my Messenger app and I found the messages from that time. And I remember after that conversation, he even hit me up talking about how good it was to see me. Do he ever think we could get back together? This man is married with all them kids. You asking me hell no, we ain't get back together. What do you think this is? If he was around me, I probably would have slapped him. I know I would have slapped him actually. That's an insult. What's wrong with you? Anyway, so eventually I guess we got a little bit cordial. We did work together, so I was cordial, but he was still flirting, talking about he wanted to be with me. And every time I see him, I'd be like, oh, contraction, because that's a fertile ass man. Sick. He got here futuring and fetty whopping. He's very fertile. He gonna get them 10 kids, y'all. He gonna Flavor Flav his way to the top. So when he tried, I'm like, oh, contraction. Ooh. So apparently that became the banter between us. Of course he loved it. course, I hope that wasn't filling his head up thinking he could ever get me pregnant. Hell no. No child support paying mama over here. But yeah, so damn, how long was this? Anyway, I set it up for you. I knocked it down. More of the story was that was my first F-boy encounter. I learned so much from that relationship. I learned a lot of things about me. What I'm gonna put up with, what I'm not gonna put up with. Follow your intuition. I don't want to be with a man who has a very overbearing mother who act like she ain't got no life of her own. I don't want somebody whose mom is always up in my business and basically knows when I'm on my cycle, when the cycle go off, what type of tampons I like. I don't want nobody mama knowing all extra everything about me. I don't want a mom who's that overbearing and that controlling and around. I also don't want a guy who doesn't know who he is and what he wants out of life. And I'd be damned if he think he gonna be his ex friend around me. No. But yeah, that was my first F boy. I survived. I did really good. I found those messages and I was holding my own, y'all. I didn't believe none of the lies. I didn't go back. I did really good. And I think a lot of doing good is knowing who you are, knowing your worth, and loving yourself. Because if I didn't have high standards, I could have fell victim to all of that. And they put me in that love triangle, put me in a bad situation, but I made it out. She became the baby mama. I didn't. Your girl moved on. And then the most recent message is from late 2015. I was earning my master's. I was in school. And I remember cussing him out, let him know, why would I downgrade to you when I can be the Valentine of the project manager of AT&T in Atlanta? Why would I risk that to go to you? And it just felt good. I'm like, yeah, girl, you done moved up. Hey, project managers, top president project managers, girl, you done came a long way. Cause what you was pulling in was, girl. But yeah, felt good. I held my own. I made it. If I made it, you can make it too. So we have 2 more episodes to go. I know you're more than happy. I'm happy that this story over. This was long as hell. So with that being said, I deserve the like. I deserve the like. Comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Share the video. They might need a laugh. I will see you all in the next video. I'm about to get me some tea. I'm out.